It's time for Business 911. This is Sandra Dueck. She's the policy analyst and communication specialist for the Greater Peterborough Chamber of Commerce. And you've just come out of some roundtables on a rather touchy subject for some people, but exciting for others.
Yes, we held a roundtable on the sharing economy at the Chamber office today. So we had the OCC, the Ontario Chamber of Commerce's Vice President of Policy and Government Relations, come out from Toronto on a really bad weather day. And we chatted about the sharing economy. Now, Peterborough Chamber and the OCC, we released a report last August called Harnessing the Power of the Sharing Economy. Okay. So really what we're recommending about around the sharing economy, because it's new, it's different, it's not really following the traditional rules at this point. So what we're saying is, how do we become a leader? If this is going to happen, how do we become a leader in this realm so that we're prepared when, when say Peterborough or Ontario is asked to house, where we're seeing it with, the prime examples are Uber and Air B&B. They're not the only examples. No. They're the ones that are being kind of trotted out as the main examples, the easiest way to explain what's going on. But they're not the only examples. There's other, there's different ways of using parking apps, and even apps that we're seeing on our phones and ones that we can download. Those can be, depending on what they're asking you to do or you're asking them to do, it could be considered a piece of the sharing economy. So really our definitions are sharing economy firms. They either own goods or provide services that they rent to customers, often on a short-term basis, or they create peer-to-peer platforms connecting providers and users of services or exchanges or purchases and that sort of thing. So that's kind of the realm in which the sharing economy is broken down into.
Yeah, it reminds me that there was a guy in Peterborough, a bunch of people I think in Peterborough, that did that dial-a-bottle service where they'd go and pick up liquor for you and like a pizza and a Big Mac and then deliver it to your house. So the sharing economy has been around. The idea has been there, but it's just exploding now. And the question is, there's so many businesses in Peterborough that could stand to be hurt by it. How do we protect them?
Well, that's exactly what we're asking for. Is we know there's a difference between what a sharing economy business is doing and what we're seeing in our communities. So what's the level playing field? How do we create that level playing field so that both can exist? Because you can create, one could push the other and that sort of thing, and you could end up with actually a better system going on. Is one able to fill a gap that the traditional can't? Or, is there a way that they can work together? What sort of regulations would need to be in place so that it isn't a contentious issue, so that we're actually moving forward, being a leader in this space?
Seeing it as a proactive and a preemptive kind of attitude about it.
Exactly.
Yeah. This is Sandra Dueck. I'm sure this is the beginning of many, many conversations. Policy analyst and communication specialist for the Chamber of Commerce. Thanks, Sandra.
Thank you for being here, and let's go to break.